Welcome back to Warhammer Geheimnisnacht. You may remember last episode, I was a little unpleased with our wars in Athelran. Just a little bit. We're rebuilding our retinues. We've only got 5,000 men out of the 49,000 that we can get. However, we're taking our time. We're dismantling Athelran from the inside to make it easier for us in the future. Now what this means is if we don't declare holy wars, they're able to call in far fewer vassals, because like I speculated in the last video and someone confirmed it in the comments, they call in their vassals via a tribal style system. So as long as we keep breaking it up, keep causing succession crises, rebellions, that type of thing, we can just conquest them, or we could take single duchies, things like that, so they're going to be very underpowered in comparison to us. We can, as we've proved, beat them, but that took about 150,000 men moving very, very quickly. And I don't really want to sit here for an hour at a time waiting for my retinues and mercenaries to completely reinforce up to full strength, so we have to do that. So, we're about to blow up the King of Athelran. Interesting, he's got a rebellion, actually. I haven't just noticed that. Look. High Prince Seoclorlan, the Hooked Blade. A war of Athtiwithilthithi and independence. Me too. There he is. This guy here. We know those guys went independent. They went independent last episode. Now, this guy's going independence too. It's going to help out a lot if they're going to keep breaking apart like this. I wonder why. Why don't they like him? I mean, clearly they don't like him, seeing as we've got 354% plot power in him, but he is the avatar of Kurnos right now, isn't he? So he is reborn, one of their gods reborn. It's just everyone hates him. Weird. Okay, well, we're trying to blow him up, but he is in hiding right now. He's resting, which is part of the event of him being the avatar of Kurnos. And again, I'm just sat here. Oh, shit, we failed. I'm just sat here waiting for my armies to reinforce, because I really can't do anything else. Oh, beast, man, good. So, we'll pick it up when our troops are in position and ready to take out what's left of the free world. And just like that, he's gone. Success. High King Felfin was caught in a deadly arrow crossfire between a scroll depository and a grassy knoll. Rest in peace. Let's take a look at who the new King of Athelran is. Actually, they've got another rebellion there as well that's just cropped up. What are they for? Attacking High King Harren of Athelran in High King in Athelrelian Revolt War for the High Prince. Sure. Okay, well, that's another revolt that's happening. Who's the current king right now, then? We've really done a good job of bringing about chaos. High King Harren, is this... Wait, oh, they're attacking High King Harren for a claim for High Prince Brickerus. That must be like a relative, maybe his brother or something. High Prince Brickerus, yeah, there he is. Actually not a great ruler, fragile. Probably won't be able to fight many wars. This is good. This is good, we've caused a lot of strife here. That's quite a large rebellion, it's quite sizable. It's a shame our retinues aren't reinforced at this stage, because I would absolutely rush in. You know what, why don't we try it with mercenaries? Oh, we can actually hire a little bit more of a retinue there. Awesome. Okay, let's try it with mercenaries then. Where are these hired troops that we've supposedly got? We've got some there. Some there. Some over there. Oh, right, they were stopping a revolt. Yeah, I remember. Let's bring those over. Let's bring these guys down. An army of one, they're reinforcing. Let's see what we can get for mercenaries. Now, obviously, we have access to almost all the mercenaries in the game now, because all the mercenaries before were a vassal of the Empire. The Westerland, things like that. So, let's see what we actually have access to now that we've broken everything apart. The game is very, very slow at this stage, as you can see. It's all the Chaos wins. Definitely that. Unfortunately, they haven't reinforced very much since the last time we were destroyed, but it might just be enough. If I do declare war, it'd be very risky, and I appreciate that this is very much just me trying to take advantage of the situation. I'm also worried, though, if we wait too... See, we've got infinite attempts at this. Whereas, we're not going to have infinite attempts whilst they're in a rebellion. So, assuming we don't die, that is. The end times are going to happen whether they like it or not. Oh, my lord, this is so slow. Even, like, I don't know if you can tell that, but this is incredibly slow. Just even raising troops at this stage. The game's too complicated at this point. Of course, they will reinforce over time, as they are not at their full strength, neither the mercenaries nor the retinue. So by the time we've actually got them into position, they might be reinforcing something like 5,000 men a month or something along those lines. Let's actually see what they're at now. Reinforcing 1,900 men a month. That's a lot. We could hire just the rest of these little guys, I guess. We've got the gold. We've got to spend it on something. Gold's going to be useless when the world is engulfed by the eternal flame of chaos. So, might as well spend it here and there. I don't think, you know, Tzeentch has a gift shop or anything like that. We'll get it to 25k just in hired troops, just because this is so slow. There we go, right. Let's move them over. Let's get them in position. Now, I'm trying to also proselytize what we've snatched up of Athelran right now. Don't think we've actually got anything yet. No, they are still Oops. Let's actually try going to the religions map mode there. Yeah. How are we doing for religions? So Grail obviously has quite a high moral authority. They're not converting at all. However, because of the sort of vampiric control over the Empire, a lot of the traditional Empire religions have been completely broken apart here. Converted to Chaos. All these south provinces, all the vampiric provinces, because of the amount of moral authority they've lost during Holy Wars with me, are just getting converted almost instantly here. This is good. Grail, however, because we didn't have to Holy War them, what did we do? We just subjugated them, like the entirety of Britannia in one swoop, didn't we? Now again, we could always try that against these people down here in Stalia and Telia. We could always try and go for that. We got troops raised? Army levies? I don't know why. Well, they weren't there, so it doesn't matter. I just wanted to check what Casus Bello we've actually got against. If we've got subjugation or something like that. No, we can make them a tributary. This type of tributary can be called into war. We could conquer the whole thing as a tributary and call them in against Ethel Loren, but I think by the time they get there, the war will either be won or lost, seeing as these wars tend to be fairly quick. Alright, let's get over there. Let's give it a go. Fumian Orc Horde. Oh, good. You know what? Let's not worry about those for a while. They're going to take a while before they can do anything. It's fair. It looks like we can have about 30,000 men here. Now, they are in a big old rebellion, like I said. Let's try and take out Torgavan. It's winter as well. Oh, it's just about to finish up being winter, though, so we can't really rely on that too much, unfortunately. We could sit around till next year. I could sweep up these peasant rods. We could wait. Okay, we're taking attrition the second we step into Ethel Loren, so actually wait outside. Go wait outside. What's that? 28k? 16k. I mean, they're going to reinforce faster than the attrition will kill them. It might just be better to be in position, ready to go now that I think about it. What's the attrition killing off realistically? 9% of our men. We actually stood in that province, or is that... Oh, we stood in our own province. I can't tell. No, I think we are stood in our own province there. Yeah, we're going to get more men than we lose. Because we're gaining about 10% per month. Oh, I don't know. It's more or less... Oh, fuck it. Go outside. Go wait. I'll deal with these revolts, then we'll come back. Oh, well, apparently we're winning them either way. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to attack with a decently reinforced army before then. Okay, let's start. The first attempt of the day, we want to take, what is it we want to take? Torgovan? Sure. Now, if we just zoom out and look at Ethelred here, you can see it's a huge mess, even with the rebellion. So, this is probably the best opportunity we're ever going to get to snatch these things up. So... we want to take Torgovan. We could conquest again. We do actually have Duchy Claims as well. Weird. We could actually start fabricating claims on their duchies as well. 27 diplomacy, sure. King Hengnis the Betrayer of Chaos. Oh, he's in Chaos Town, right. Let's start getting some duchy claims. Why duchy claims? Well, it means we can push for an entire duchy without having to declare a holy war, which means they can actually call in their allies, because they will still be allies. Or these guys will still respond to a holy war declaration, at least. So, if we can at least get those claims, we can just push it and not have to worry about any other elves coming besides the ones we are, or this guy, the top level that we are directly fighting. Torgovan. Now, despite how it looks, we are not actually there. Let's move over. Again, we're just going to carpet siege our way through these provinces. Do I want to use combat magic? Doesn't really matter, because it's seen as the thing that kills off are battles with their mages and the spirits event. Actual assaulting is fine. Let's just do what we can. Again, we're taking attrition damage, so I might as well just assault as it is. Alright. Zealots, fine. Not a concern. One day, we'll hit their capital. After this, we'll just siege down to their capital at this stage. So there are mages. Right. Look at this. Magical spells, barrage, tactic. We've actually found out what these are. So these are just a battle mage troop. Led by... who's this guy? This guy here. Right. So we definitely want to use our own magic against these guys as soon as we can. Because these ones cost us a huge amount of losses. Let's just go for Fireball to actually just kill them. Just straight up kill them. How many did that kill? Almost half. Let's fire another one. Again. If we can just kill them off. Let's not... like, morale, it gives them too much time to attack. We need to instantly get rid of them. Because unfortunately, they are so unbalanced that they could probably take out that whole stack. Seeing as 1,200 took out a stack of 50,000 last time. Let's not risk it. Let's not risk it. Get rid of them all. Right, I think that's... yeah, minus... glad that's happening again. That's really good. Right. Okay, let's move south. Now, we are actually sieging this province, even despite the fact that it looks like we're in the capital. 31%, really, only 31%. We'll take out the capital. That should give us some war score. If we could at least capture their king, and that might help out a lot as well. You know what? This isn't looking too bad. I'm not going to be optimistic, because as I've said before, I mean, we've had better wars than this before. Much higher We've lost wars with much higher war score, let's put it that way. Let's torch the capital. Do you want to use anything else? We could go for a couple of those, I suppose. There's no harm in it. It's difficult to find a balance between boring menus and not also losing. Alright, let's try that one. Screams of the Maimed. I love hearing Screams of the Maimed. That's actually helped out a lot. That should be the end of their capital. Right. Actually didn't give us as much war score as I was hoping for. Yep, there's the spirits attacking us. Oh, there's half our army dead instantly. Spirits again. Finishing off what was left of our army. We are down to 267 men in 2 random events. Doesn't seem entirely fair if you ask me, but what do I know? Okay, let's call our vassals. They might actually be able to help us win some battle war score here and there. Let's, actually, let's put down our own troops. What we're going to do is we're going to set a rally point in Chaos Town. They'll move their way over. It'll take them a long time, but they will move their way over eventually. How much can these guys reinforce to? 3,000. So we lost our entire retinue again. Right, fair enough. We lost almost all of our mercenaries again. I don't know how we're supposed to mitigate that event. I will be honest with you. I think we're just going to lose this army in completion, aren't we? I just think it's just completely dead. Right, they're going to join us. He may surrender just because he's got a lot on his plate, so we could potentially see that working out for us. We're going to meet some elephants here. We could win this. We could beat these elephants. We'll fire some fireballs at them and just instantly kill them off. Fireballs kill a couple of 100 men. Against small stacks like this, it's probably worth it. Now, what we could do... we could really scum it. Let's kill them all instantly, however, we are still in combat, for whatever reason. We could scum this up. We could attack their big armies, right? Pause it the second they get into a battle, use all the combat magic I can. Just sit here for about 15 minutes if I wanted to, reeling out combat magic, killing off their troops entirely with magic whilst the game is paused. We could do that. That is an option that I've not really considered before. We can do that with any troop size, and if we're outside of Athel Loren, we're not going to risk them just dying randomly to events. Maybe worth it. So for example, this one, when are they going to get here? The 30th. So let's turn the speed down so we can time it perfectly. Our vassals are winning some battles here and there by the looks of it. Right. The battle's just begun. Again, untick our troops just so we don't accidentally move them. Combat magic, let's try it. Now this should win us some very easy war score. The issue comes when they counter-siege the provinces and we have to move back into Athel Loren to re-siege them. Right, fireball. And again, fireball. And that gives them -4, so I assume that means they're forced into a retreat phase. So we've won that no matter what. We're at 66% war score now. They are reinforcing there. They're going to get that on the 15th. I think this battle will be over by then, hopefully. There we go. Right, we're at 70% war score now. Merge those troops. Let's look for some big Athel Loren stacks. So there's 2,400 men there. Let's go and just use magic against a lot of them. Take them out from a distance. Right, they're going to get that on the 18th, both armies. We are going to get that on the 24th. So let's do it. Right, combat magic. This has got to be how I do it, unfortunately. It's not ideal, but I think all of our war score is from sieging right now. Yeah, we still have all the battle war score left to get up to 75%, obviously, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. Again, I want to keep in as much of this content as possible. I don't want to clip stuff so people don't think I'm cheating, because these seem like really difficult wars. I'd rather you guys saw everything, just so you know that this is true. This is a true struggle I'm going through in my life at this stage. Alright, only 907 troops left. It's a bit risky, seeing as they are horrible tree beasts. Right, okay. One of you said that they're not actually elephants. They're something like tree spirits or something like that. Grey Wall, sure. So that's so we need to use our artifact now on Mage's Tome. Unfortunately, my grand plan was not as good a grand plan as I thought, because we're not actually getting any battle war score for this at all. I can only assume it's because we might be fighting, it might be where we're fighting his vassals rather than his armies. It might be where we're fighting rebellions rather than, obviously, the main forces of Athel Loren. It's going to be difficult either way. We might need to spend some gold and hire some more mercenaries and retinues and things like that. Is there even any... There's no retinues left with men. Oh, Jesus. There's a couple here and there. Let's hire the strongest ones. 840 men is fine. Let's get you on board. You can at least help out a little bit. Now, if we can find him or his troops, we can maybe try and capture him in battle. Force for peace that way. We could also try and kidnap him. Pretty sure you can't kidnap people in this mod, can you? I think they're taking that out. Yeah. Try and kill him. Can legitimately try and kill him, although I think that would end the rebellion because his heir is the one that's rebelling. Yeah, let's not do that. We might want to kill his heir instead. Which we might want to kill the dude trying to rebel. Either way, let's combine those. 17,000 there. I'm going to build up our retinues again, as much as I hate to do it, because it's costing us an absolute fortune to keep building up these men all the time. Right, let's do it so we've got about 2,000 gold left, just so we can actually afford the upkeep, because we're running out of gold faster than we're winning these wars. Alright, merge the troops, bring them over. We're going to have to look for, specifically, the King of Athelloren's armies at this stage. Fucking let me click on the province, good lord. Right, where are you? He's there. He's actually in the capital. Right, I don't really know who we're going after. See, now, fighting those would give us no war score, because they're called in as an ally. Or at least that's the way it seems to be, seeing as we've got no battle war score at all this is from sieging. We can't really afford to keep sieging, though, because it's going to cost us... Well, I mean, we could. We could come down here and attack, I suppose. We could split this stack into, like, 8 or 9 stacks of 1,000 men or so, because they don't really have much of a garrison in any of these provinces. Just enough to be able to assault it down. Or what we could do is we can move ourselves as the commander between them and just firestorm each one. That could work. 69% war score. 69. Right. Let's, I don't know. I honestly don't know what the best tactic is. I'm really just spitballing here. Thinking of different ideas we haven't already tried, seeing as right now I seem to be bashing my head against a wall. Let's move down. Let's try that tactic where we split, firestorm, move ourselves over whilst it still pours, firestorm, and just keep repeating that tactic. Seems to be all we can really do at this stage. Yep. Great. Alright, so let's move here. 1,000, that's fine. Split that stack. Now, we could probably split into 4 stacks of about 4,000 men here. So move you there. It's 2,000 men. Is that going to be enough to siege that? Just about. Let's move you up there. You over there. With the character... So you're staying in that province. Why don't we then put ourselves on this one? This is the only way I can actually think to do this. Previous action, Firestorm. Let's give it a go. Just going to have to burn all of these provinces one by one. Now, I assume if we actually move off of being the commander... Here we got something to test. If we move off of being the commander, is that still going to burn? No. Right, well, we've learned something here. So we've actually got to stay there until it's finished burning. Bit annoying. Okay, sure. Not a big deal. It means we don't have to... It means we've only got like a couple of days to tick up most. We might just be able to get away without getting more spirits to attack us. Just occurs to me how bullshit that is. There was a ghost and all of your armies died. Right, that's interesting. So, it seems like those spirits attack specific armies. Because look, we've got 14,000 men there. We were just attacked by spirits. I think only one of those armies got hit. I think it was the second one, Army of King Thororder, was attacked for about half. I think it was that one, or it might have even been the second from bottom army. Either way, merging our troops might have been my biggest mistake. We may actually be able to avoid those spirits by not merging our armies. Interesting. Okay, well, you head north. We're on that one. Whichever one gets there first, we'll switch over to that army and torch it. This is actually working as I was expecting. It's giving us a decent amount of war score as well. Again, they're in a big rebellion. And they've had a lot of independence wars. They might just be tempted to surrender just so they could focus on other more important wars. Well, I don't know. I would say I'm the most important war. I don't mean to, you know, brag or anything, but I am the Everchosen of Chaos and everything. Alright, let's finish that off. Now, obviously the downside to that is there's more chance of it actually occurring. There's more chance of us getting that event that's going to attack our troops. Ghosts. Ghosts attack our troops. Still can't get over how bullshit that is. Anyway, let's finish this off. This shouldn't take too long. Oh, well, that was actually instantaneous. Right. Good. Finish off the siege. There we go. And are you guys actually there, or are we looking at more bullshit provinces that are confusing to look at? 81%. This might work. This actually seems like it might have been a legit strategy. Right. So we've got some troops there. Let's move you over. Thank God we can instantly teleport between armies. I imagine that might be a feature they try and throw into the end of the game. Might be something we see in CK3 that you can't just teleport to different armies. Although we do have a lot of magic, so maybe we could teleport at least. What is it called? The There's way shrines that tap into a wind, isn't there? That let you teleport across. But that they used in Vermintide 2. Can't for the life of me remember what they're called though. Anyway, is it grey magic or something like that? Let's carry on. Combat magic. I can't believe how ridiculous this is. It's working though, so I can't complain too much, seeing as we haven't got that many men and we haven't got enough gold to really keep our men up for much longer. So they are actually sieging there. They're sieging there. Let's move you over to the next available province to siege, which is there. We'll go for that kingdom. Right. This is okay. This is actually okay. So we have already fireballed this one, haven't we? Yep, they're gone. We took Offense's Blades. Rampage as standard. Oh! We didn't have a standard. Rampage as standard. Where is that? There it is. What does that give? Movement speed plus 10%. Oh, that's very useful. Okay, so it means we can move between these goddamn Athel-Loren provinces a bit quicker. Right, while they're moving over, let's go back to this army here. Combat magic, and we're at 88% war score. Actually, it might only be a couple more provinces. We'll win this. I think we've got this one. I can't believe this is what it takes. Teleporting around Athel-Loren and then torching it when we get there. Sure. I might even drop a couple on this one just because this province versus... Well, the ratio of defenders to our own men is quite small. Why don't we go for another firestorm or something? Now, I think they do double up. I think from what we've tested before, we do get both effects. Fire Consume Your Soul. Yep. And was it about 900 men last time? Yeah, so they do double up. 134. That one's done. So again, if we really wanted to expedite the process, we could instead have it so we cast 2 magic per province instead of just 1. Again, possible. I don't like navigating these menus, though. I think they're a bit too clunky. Kind of ruins the fun of it. I kind of want to give them a chance. I just don't want to, you know, do this every single time because it does seem a little bit like we're abusing the system at that point. Other game hasn't really done us any favors either, with its absolutely obnoxious fucking half your men are dead system because of ghosts. How do we balance the game? I know. Spirits. Okay, that'll do. Right, we good? We good? You dead? Awesome. Was that more spirits? No, we're good. Just raiders. Okay, crap like that. We need you over here. 92% war score. Oh my god. It's glorious. My ridiculous tactic of not merging any armies at all worked. Well, to be fair, the tactic of merging armies did work. Oh, yeah, we're going a bit crazy by the looks of it. Maniac. Despairing laughter. Because I mean, to be honest, I'm going a little bit crazy in real life after the amount of wars I've had to launch against these goddamn elves. Right, you guys might want to move up to there. They're actually going to leave Athel-Loren as well, so give them a chance to reinforce, I guess. How are we looking over here? That'll be gone very, very shortly. Oh, spirits. Spirits, no. Come on, we barely need one more province. Please don't counter-siege anything. This goddamn elephant is going to cause me problems, aren't they? When are you going to get there? The 1st of next month. How many days are in our Cultizar again? I have no idea. Does it actually equate to real world months, or is this actually November we're in now? Combat magic. Can we burn down? No, this is very good to learn. Can we actually beat provinces with less men than they have defenders? Because if we can do that, I think we probably could, couldn't we? If we can do that, then we could potentially send in an army of 30 men. We could do this with potentially any amount of men. Like, genuinely split them down to their smallest sizes. That does seem a little bit unfair. Again, it would be balanced if we had to move between armies rather than just, you know, teleport between them. Okay. 94%. Come on. He might just surrender. I should probably test it, you know. 99%. This is the last one. You are done for, my friend. Firestorm. All it took was all the fire in the world. Magic bubble of your fingertips, blah, 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 blah. Get you out of here so you can reinforce for the next war. And then we'll have him assassinated. To be honest, I don't even care what their opinion of me is at this stage. I would happily throw away... spirits? Spirits. 99%. Will he surrender? No. No. Come on. Come on, please. Please. Athel-Loren. Burn. We've just gone province to province, torching it. We haven't even assaulted half of these. We've just torched everything. Come on, this is it. This is the end of the war. How is it not? Score is capped at 9 times because less than 36 months have passed. And I've not won any major battles. Right, so either we've got to now sit here for another... However long since this... When was this war? When was war declared? Well, actually not that long ago at all. This year. So the only way we can get to 100% war score, the only way we can win this now is either we have a major battle or they surrender to us. There are his troops. Let's pull out. Let's get our troops together. Let's go for that major battle victory. We hold enough provinces. We just need to win one battle. There are his troops. Those are actually his, aren't they? Oh, no, wait. That's actually a different banner. They look very similar. Okay. Where are his troops then might be the real question. Look at Athelran. It's such a mess. Who sieged all of it? Oh, my God. They're in like 4 different wars. I mean, what counts as a major battle, really? Yeah, that's what I was concerned about with that battle war score. Okay. Let's hire some mercenaries. Can actually get a decent amount of mercenaries as well. All we've got to do now is stomp through Athelran looking for one large amount of troops. Let's get you guys together just outside. Put the speed up a little bit now. I'm pretty convinced we're going to be okay here. Get out. Run. Flee. Siege of a tribe. They counter-sieged. Well, that's fine. We're still at 99% war score. So those are his troops, although they're all dead. We're getting the trait Maniac. We were already a Maniac, so, Oh, okay. Word spreads around quickly. A dwarf proclaimed his right to rule as High King. Thane Hulden. A new age for dwarfs might dawn. That would be a bit of a thorn on our side if dwarfs and... Because in the actual end times, in lore, dwarves and elves and men and even the Dark Elves came together to fight the forces of Chaos, fight Archaon? I forget his name. Either way. This could be a problem for us. Now, there's a lot of men there, but again, are they vassals of the guy... No, they're vassals of the rebellion, right? Are you vassals of the guy we're fighting? They are. That might count as a big enough army. We could try it. Let's go for it. And it's still 99% war score. Doesn't matter too much. Again, fighting them outside of Athelran is ideal because we don't have to worry about our troops dying. In fact, we've only got to worry about our troops getting stronger at this point. Troops here and there. We're still at 99%. It's when we start dropping 99% war score I'm going to be annoyed because then we have to start going around burning things again. Right, with Beastmen, we've got a lot of rebellions to sort out. That didn't count as a large battle. Okay. 13,000 men there. What are you? Are you a vassal of Athelran? Right. Let's go for them. Unless there's mages in there, we can win them with whatever number. Because we are the ultimate burner of trees and elves. Okay, right. We'll try and hit them where we can. Whatever. Learn on your own. Is he still not going to surrender? Even now? Nope. Right. Well, let's take him out, boys. Right. I think we're about to go to war. It's really hard to tell based on the actual state of this. Right. That's 100% a major battle. They do have 4,000 of their mages. I'm going to sit here and just combat magic the entire army to death if I have to. Even if I have to launch 7,000 fireballs. Okay, let's get a lot of burning. Smells nice. Yeah. We know how this works by this stage, don't worry. Right, let's just sit here. Kill off as many troops as possible. Now, I think Fire Blast of Flame was the one that actually killed off troops instantly rather than having to let it tick. Am I thinking? Yeah, it actually does. Right. So let's just... I'm just keep casting that over and over and over. Alright, so here's what's happened. I have cast Fires of Hope 3 times to give us plus 300% morale. I've cast Firestorm so many times I've lost count. You know what? I'm going to cast another one for good luck. I'm hoping we'll unpause and their army will just disappear. And hopefully it'll count as a victory for us this time as well. Because this is definitely a major battle whether you like it or not, game. Use Powered Ice. If I consume your soul. Right. The amount of times I've cast that now is ridiculous. So let's see what happens. Okay, this is good. This is good. I think we've done it. They're all dead. 100% war score. Get fucked, elves. Yes. Look at how much of Athelran we've taken now. The Duchy of Torgavan. The King of Brion? Sure, whatever. Yes. This is so good. What is that we've captured there? A temple? Can we burn it? Well, it now belongs to Chaos. It's a Chaos temple now. Holy shit. I'm going to have to give this land away. What else have we inherited here? Oh, we've got a load of random crap. What is all this? Let me just give away some temples here and there. And then we can go ahead and tidy up these rebellions before launching yet another attack. So in between building up my retinues once again, I've actually been building up the trade posts as well. Some ones of you out there may have noticed that we've got a little bit more tax coming in now. If we open up our what do you call this? Well, I'm just so distracted by this war at this stage. If we open up our balances here, we can see that our retinues are costing slightly more than our income, so we are losing a lot of gold. Hopefully, they'll be fully reinforced before it comes to that stage. Now, obviously, to balance that, what I can do, and what I have been doing, is setting it to reinforce at half speed for a little bit while we wait for the gold to build back up, then change to full speed, just so we're on a sort of like 3/4 speed reinforcement, more or less. Now, in the meantime, I've also been trying to cause more rebellions in Athelloren. Speaking of which, one just broke out there. Whoops. Oh, that's quite a sizable one as well. I probably shouldn't have gone through with this plot in hindsight. It's only just fired, because I hadn't noticed it before. But we just had this plot. We've just had this murder plot, I should say, against Harren of Athelloren. And my good friend Treebeard over here is going to help blow him up with some manure. Now, I'm just trying to, again, destabilize it as much as possible. That worked out quite well last time while they were still distracted, when their armies were quite small. I might actually cancel this plot while there's still a large rebellion. Now, we've got 34,000 men. I've also got, as a sort of temporary measure, my tradesmen over here trying to settle our men in Athelloren. Just so there's a chance it converts to our culture. Now, last time, obviously, we've tried having the big doom stack, and that worked pretty well. We've tried having multiple different armies and hopping between them and sieging that way. Why don't we try? Because I think the way the event works is it will target... I don't know why they're moving at different speeds. Oh, probably because we're leading army, we have 10% movement speed. Now, I think the event targets specific stacks of troops. So, if we have them split over the course of 202, for example, if you look up here, with me pointing at my fucking screen like an idiot, 202 armies, that means we're only going to lose a maximum of 125 men at a time, assuming it does kill off half of our men each time. Much, much better, in my opinion, than losing what would be 16,000 men otherwise. Now, obviously, it's less efficient. Commanders are less efficient. We'll have less cohesion in actual battle tactics. But what it means is we can... all we've got to worry about at that stage is their mages. Now, I think we're going to go to war for this duchy here, just because we've got the most access points from our own land into it. It's fairly well contained. It's quite separated from Athelloren. It also means we can isolate this one here as well, and take this one next. Yeah, if we can just break it down so that it's eventually cut into sort of 3 different sized kingdoms down here, so we've got Athelloren proper and then these 2 sort of independent realms, that would be a lot easier for us to manage, because then we're pushing down into it rather than them sort of having the surround that we've got right now. Cutting it in half definitely worked out, though, because it means they're going to take a lot longer to reinforce over to wherever we're targeting. Why don't we give this a go, then? Why don't we try it with the split stack, see how that works, see if that's how the event actually works. So we're going to declare war on the High King of Athelloren here, High King Bickera. So this was what the guy that was declaring independence during our last war actually won it, which means we can just go ahead straight with another holy war. Let's do it. What? Seriously? That's the... oh, there's a very slight mountain I see now there. Well, on the way, we can always siege this one down. Oh my god, that arrow is ugly as fuck. One more day, we might as well assault this down. Do I want to? I spent a lot of money on these guys. We're still the attacker. As long as we're leading some troops, we can still be the main attacker in the battle, because we're the one with obviously the highest martial. Let's go with, how about, just a thought, a firestorm? How about a firestorm? We can assault it at the same time, and that should disappear almost instantly. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Now, I'm really waiting to keep an eye up here on that event that we're going to see. Let's just get rid of all this crap. Just so we can see if that's how the event works, whether it does target single stacks or the whole stack. Now, I thought maybe it'd be a provincial thing, so maybe all the troops in that province in particular would take the damage, but we'll wait and see. All right, 2 days. We might as well wait before we cast. All right, let's get Combat Magic and Assault at the same time, just so it doesn't go into negative men or anything like that. The game seems to deal with magic very weirdly, or I should say magically is implemented very weirdly. All right, let's do it. Done. 15% war score already. That's pretty good. Obviously, we are going to need a major battle. There are some of their troops there. We could always run back. Oh, we'll wait for them to get squishy from their rebellion. Good. Of the Tarlite Zealous Uprising. Thank you, Gerd. Alright. This one we don't even need combat magic for. It's hard to spot, but you're certain now your kinsman Holmgalauger has a faint connection with the winds of magic. Yeah, he does. Barely anything, though. Alright. So this, again, would be very handy. Oh, we lost a lot of troops there. I think that was just attrition. Yeah, that was definitely just attrition. Are those men I need to worry about? Yes, they're all mages. And we've actually already escaped from that battle. Let's go back. Oh, we won it. We won it and we wiped them. So those guys take no morale damage at all, which is why they can be dangerous, especially with their magical damage. They gain something like... Okay, there we go. We saw that. Oh, shit. So it's every single stack, is it? Okay, well, there we go. We've learned that, in fact, the truth is it is all the armies there, not just some. So what we want to do then, merge it, split it. Because I assume it can't happen simultaneously in multiple provinces. So let's send you over there. We'll actually split that down into a substack as well. We'll move you into that one, and we'll split you in half. That was very clumsily done. Let's try that again. Right, let's split you in half, and actually move you guys over there. We are going to stay on this one. We're going to do the same tactic we did before, because that one actually worked out quite well for us. Firestorm everywhere. Oh, Athol Loren. What a thorn in my side you've been. Like fire, consume your soul. As per usual. I wish there was just... I just wish some of these boxes were gone. Like the fire, consume your soul bit, and I'm done with spellcasting. Cut those out. We don't need those. It would just be a lot quicker if we could just see the effect of the spell, so we knew it was working for a start. Not that I'm skeptical about things, but there is a lot that just doesn't work in this. Right, so those guys are there while we're moving the main army over, or the army we've just left. We can get her on here to launch some more fireballs. Shouldn't we kind of like favorite spells or something like that? I mean, obviously you can favorite spells in the Elder Kings. Just saying, your favorite spells on there, at least you can mark the decision as important, which is kind of the same thing, I suppose. Alright. This is going pretty well. There we go, 33% war score. Now, we do want to keep some troops available for a major battle. We don't want to repeat of last time, where unfortunately we weren't able to continue our battle. So we will retreat them out into our own lands, where I assume we can't get attacked by spirits. Whatever that means. Combat magic. 33% war score. It's a shame that none of these holdings are really worth anything at all in terms of sieging. A lot of it is determined by battles, and unfortunately some of their troops are just as bullshit as their provinces to siege. Alright, why don't we take advantage of this battle that's happening here? So we're going to move you... No. Go that... What is this? Oh, right, because of the mountain range. Okay, we're going to have to pass through a province we've already fought. Okay, right, here's what we're going to do then. All this troop is completely killed off by magics and spirits and all sorts of random crap. Deus Ex Machina. We'll move you over here. Try and siege this province down before it's too late. Okay, we're doing fine. I think that was 2 spirit events, wasn't it? Right, we're done with that one. Let's move you guys out. You guys can stay there, because I have a feeling we can still win this one. Let's get ourselves again on this flank. Commit suicide? Absolutely not. Please don't press that button. We can take up carousing, I suppose, in between this war for the end times. We can take up carousing, try and get rid of our depressed trait. Fucking consume your soul. Come on. Oh, we actually reinforced a little bit there as well. Awesome. It's the best part about fighting this with retinues. And we're left with 8 men, which will reinforce. 250. Against straight cruel, whatever. Oh, okay. This is going to be a major battle. Are they actually a vassal of who we're fighting? No, they're not. They're an ally. That's a bit of a shame. Let's move you over as well. Let's get all of you over here. Make sure the queen is already leading these troops. When are they going to get here by? Tomorrow. Okay. No mages. That's great. Means that if we fire a bunch of firestorms and fireballs and all sorts of fire magic, then somebody, if you're up for it, go ahead and count how many times I'm saying fire in this video. And last video, and the video before that. Seeing as it's all we've got going for us at this stage of the game. Where are his troops then? What, is he leading armies himself? He is. He's got 15 marshals. Not much of a surprise. He's actually there. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and again, buff up our own morale, drop a bunch of fireballs. Okay. Let's see if that's going to balance things out. Honestly, it's not looking promising. Oh, hang on. The troops are dying off, but ours are dying off almost just as fast, to be honest with you. Killed their flank. Oh, wow. Yesterday's loss on this flank, minus 2,000. Does that count as a major battle? That's the real question. Yes, it did, because it got us war score. Right, okay. Reinforcing at 900 soldiers per month. I think we just leave them. Fuck it. Now, let's go to their capital. Oh, fuck off with your revolts. God damn it. Let's just go to their capital. Wait for them to come to us. They've got to leave Athol Loren eventually. Let's go to the capital, burn that down. Is he leading troops still? He's not. He's actually in his capital. So this is too much of an opportunity for us to pass up. Are we... No. In their capital. God damn. Right. We're now... Is it Calakmore? Yeah, we are in their capital. Let's assault it down. 100% war score. Just like that. Holy shit. I was not expecting that. I was expecting that to be a much more drawn-out war. And honestly, I wasn't optimistic. 100% war score, just like that. Awesome. Right. Dish out more land. Then we'll be back to the drawing board. My co-conspirator, these words, has let me know that High King of Athelred... Yeah, so, again, same tactic. But what I've done is I've actually prepared the troops ready to go. So we're going to take this province next. So I've got 2,000, well, almost 3,000 men outside the capital there. I've kind of split them into 4 equal stacks. So we can immediately siege down all 3 provinces here. And what we'll do is we'll have them moving to each individual province. So they're going to approximately arrive at the same time. Same with our main force there, which we're going to lead. So we're going to move in, take the capital immediately. Move these guys in to siege that. We'll sort of bring them back together around here, and hopefully we'll be able to see some of their major troops by then and go for the battle war score. Till then, we're just waiting for the king to be assassinated. Because my attention, you are a leader of a plot. I don't give a shit. Well, here's 100 gold. I mean, I'd rather not lose the plot, but also I really don't care if people know about it. Did not drink the wine and my complicity was discovered. Doesn't matter too much. Now, I think our spy master is already in Athelred building a spy network, aren't you? Yep. Calakmore. Now, one thing I did notice is we seem to have stolen a really good province from the Elves. One of them... Oh, look at that. He's building castles. I guess we got all the land in Athelred. Apparently, he had enough gold to build castles everywhere. Don't know how he's managed that. Anyway, one of these provinces in Athelred actually had a temple in it, which was like a holy site for them. Yeah, this one here. Istinval has the Forge of Starlight, which is apparently some unique building. Obviously, we can't use it unless we can raise troops in there, which I very much doubt we can, seeing as... Oh, we can raise... Also, those 326 men that we're raising from there are going to get all of those buffs, but probably not worth it, let's be honest. We're just about staying positive as well in money. Actually, we're well above positive now. That's pretty good. Failure. My High King did not drink the wine, and my complicity was discovered. Who cares? Look, he's going to die eventually. 260%. It's always these tree people. Really don't like them. Wonder why that is. Foreigner, elf versus forest spirit. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. I thought the elves and the forest spirit sort of got along with one another. Maybe forest spirits actually hate everyone else. Minus 100 with everyone else, but with the elves it's only minus 15 or something like that. Have to try again. I need to deal with these rebellions, actually. Okay, right. Let's sort that out first. Joyous news! High King, this guy died choking on his blood, not knowing the name of his killer. Perfect, right. So, this also coincides pretty well, because I was just checking here. 2 of my vassals also declared war on him. So, 2 of the Bretonnian kings. This guy here, King Houdini, the Purifier, and somebody on the south here as well. Probably this guy, I guess, Carcassonne. But if we go to Athelred and actually check, genius, we can see here we've got King Grim the Oppressor. Right, trying to free themselves from being a suzerain. We've also got Jörg Herbert the Unready, in a Charbonian claiming of Cormac. And then we've got King Houdini here, and a Pavarovian claiming of Tal Valeran. So, 2 of my vassals and some dwarfs are trying to break free from them as well. This seems like the ultimate time to strike, I think. Let's go for Holy War then. So what province do we want to take now? Probably this one here. Wildir Anmir. Sure. Let's take you out then. Wildir Anmir. Right. Same tactic as usual. We're just going to go in. We're going to burn everything while we can. Let's, so we've got ourselves leading this one. Now, this is obviously the most important one. Sorry? I mean, it's better to forgive and forget. He tried to have us assassinated? Well, I mean, that makes sense. We weren't exactly mostly liked. Okay, that's a lot of mages. And I forgot to put on men on our flanks. That's fine. We'll be fine. Firestorm them. Additional power dice. They're all on this flank here, so once we've taken out the main one, we should be okay, but let's at least try and just kill them off. Now, that's morale damage, isn't it? Firestorm, so maybe we actually want to try something a little different here. Might be worth just going like fireballs and just trying to kill them off with that. Now, it's about 200 men per fireball. It's not a huge amount, but better than nothing, I suppose. Please don't retreat. Combat magic. Alright, we'll go for another one. See how this goes. This might be a problem because they've got a lot of very powerful mages that we definitely can't contend with at all. Should be alright. Yeah, very, very strong. I think we're just about killed them thanks to the firestorm. Without that, we'd have been doomed. Oh, and that also carries through into their provinces. Right. 5,000 men there. That would count as a major battle, I think. I don't want to risk that, though. We don't really have enough men to do that. Alright, so we'll just do the usual. So let's move on to here. Let's move her onto here. Let's get our fire going. What's our monthly balance looking like now? 124. We are losing 407 gold a month trying to keep these retinues up. Mercenaries could make an argument for that they would be at least cheaper. Even so, I don't know. It's not like we're going to spend the gold on anything else, is it? Alright, let's get you guys out of there now. Let's move them south. We'll actually move them into this province here. You go whatever way is quickest, to be honest with you. Spirits have attacked this army and destroyed it. Shouldn't be too bad, though. As we've learned, we can still siege it down. With no matter how many men we've got, just as long as we've still got men, more to the point. And they're 250 stacks, so as long as we keep a minimum number, we should be okay. Right, that's good. 7% war score. And switch over to here. Okay. Perfect. Lots of fire. Let's get you out. You guys might as well go and reinforce for a bit. And then after that's done, we'll switch down to there. Good, good. Oh, that's actually not much more war score at all, especially as we've taken the capital as well. Worrying, but still fixable. Let's also balance this unit, because for some reason they are all over the place. Actually going to move them all to the center and just have her lead the center. Seeing as we're not exactly fighting any battles or anything. Let's go ahead and use combat magic. Boy, I love me some combat magic. Alright. Is this even going to work? I thought we might have undercast that. Alright. What are we looking at now? 12%. Why only 12%? We've taken the war goal. Very odd. I mean, you control it. It's only given us 3% war score, really. That's not very good. It's probably because it's not very valuable province. If we'd aimed for like a kingdom or the capital or something, it'd be a different scenario. Right, let's get them reinforcing. There's a large army there. And it's actually their army as well. That would count as a major battle. Get down here. It's reinforced. They're losing a lot of soldiers, actually. Why are they losing soldiers, I wonder? Are they leaving Athel Loren? No. It just looks like they are. Where are they going? Yistin. Oh, yeah, no, they are heading to my part of Athel Loren, right. Gotta wait for the 6,000 men to get there first. I'm not comfortable sending in just that army. They haven't got any morale. What's their morale? We still control... What happened there? So confused. Maybe Firestorm was still kicking on? Anyway, that's probably going to be a major battle, so we can at least start this off. Alright. 3,000 mages. Okay. You know the drill. I've used Firestorm multiple times. Now again, their morale isn't going to go down because those mages are ridiculous, but we're not fighting them in Athel Loren, so hopefully it should be fairly straightforward. 18% war score going up to 96%. Huh. Turns out we just needed a big battle under us. Okay, well, let's siege just down, and I imagine we'll be done. I'm just going for easy sieges now. Let's just sweep in, fireball it, assault it down, move to the next province just as quick as possible so they can't counter siege. They are moving up troops to try and do that now, so we need to be fast. Alright, Fire Consuming Soul. I'm done with spellcasting. We actually reinforced men there. Oh my god, is that seriously still not enough? God damn it, please don't counter siege. No! Can we siege faster than them? Oh shit, this province is really valuable. You should have said. Right, this is actually supposed to be their capital then. Right, okay, well that's a very, that's definitely a province worth aiming for in the future, now that we know it's, now that I'm actually, like, cognizant that it's there. Good. Because obviously this has multiple holdings here. Is that a holy site as well? Yeah, holy site. We've got another temple, 2 temples, a holy site, and their main capital here. The Oak of Ages. Beating heart of Athel Loren, in the place where the Wood Elf realm was truly established. So we burn this down. That'll probably upset them. Apparently ruled by a Dark Elf? Who is she? She's the wife to a king of someone. Huh, okay. Sure. Let's carry on then. The queen, if you will. The wife to a king. The queen, I think we call that. At least, was it queen consort? Double spellcast, is that going to be enough? 100% war score, there we go. Holy shit, I think I've got the hang of it. I think I've actually got the hang of taking out these goddamn elves. Let's go ahead and dish this out. Oh no, you poor thing. You know what that means? Why don't we actually take that... Oh, what? We've already been to war with this guy? Harren? Have we? Okay. Time to get another one off. Well, luckily, they want everybody dead. There's so much turmoil in Athlord Red Line now. Everybody wants everyone killed. So, we'll give it a go. Hopefully this won't take too long. Let's give them a chance for our retinues to reinforce anyway. I'm going to take the capital next just because I didn't realize this was worth so much war gold. Well, that was easy. Okay. How about you? Queen Hegria the Mask. Mask? 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 I don't know how you pronounce that. Awesome. Right. What should we take then? What's your capital called? Calac Moor? What's this one called? Oh, right, I see. Okay, that's very confusing. Right, Talac Moor might be a good one. I kind of want to work from the north and work south, so we're sort of cutting them off down here. So let's go for this one then. Oh, that's actually where the capital is now, so this would make even more sense. More war score for me. So let's split this into quarters again. 4 armies seems like a good number. It's quite manageable as well. Right, so what is part? So we're going to take Fear Derrick. So we'll move a troop there. Move some troops up there. We could always as well move some troops south in there and just start sieging downwards. Seems like a good setup to me. Off we go. Right, so let's immediately start with the capital, I think. We'll move everything into position. Now, we need to keep an eye just on if they raise any troops when we're not expecting it. Okay, that's pretty good. It's looking like a pretty good overall vision as well on Athol around here. We can see them coming quite easily. Right, moving on to the capital. Let's burn this immediately for the most war score. Not only is it her capital, which obviously gives more war score, but it is the war goal as well. So this should be quite a quick war, I would assume. Phyxemus Soul. Thank you very much. Let's take a look. 4% already? I was going to say 4% only? That doesn't seem very good at all. Alright then. Seems like we've just got to fight a lot of battles. Short of taking... I mean, we could go for that very large holding there again. That's clearly worth a lot of war score, but it being a holy site and built up. Might have made more sense moving some troops into there rather than over here, but for now it's not a big deal, I guess. Let's go and get them ready to attack. Send them to Calac Moor, and then we'll move them south after they siege Calac Moor. Calac Moor itself is actually going to worth some more score because it's a king title, or it's the seat of one of their kings. Oops, let's actually move it onto here first, and then... Again with fireballs. How can there be anything of Athol Loren left? The amount of fire we've... Firstly, I mean, this is like chaos fire as well. This is quite a powerful law of magic. This is all trees, unless they've got fire extinguished all over the place. Maybe they've enchanted it with some special elf fire retardant magic. Seems like a very specific, you know, school of magic, though. Seems a bit pointless to me. Alright, commit suicide? Definitely not. I wish the commit suicide button and the combat magic button weren't quite as close. It also should be an option for the intrigue menu rather than a right-click menu, I guess. Kind of prefer that. Power dice. Good. Good. More burning. Alright, we control the war goal. Let's move over here, because this province is way too large, even for us to siege. Probably worth a decent amount of war score, too, in that case. Do I want to craft a magical item? Well, now's not really the time, now that I think about it. Good. Yep. That might be enough just to take that out without having to worry about it. Alright, there we go. 19% war score. Move it down here. Now, let's get our troops into different positions. Oh, you know what? Let's start where they've been the most. I wonder if that event, then, affects... One thing I'd like to know or not is the amount of time we spend in Athol around the amount of time that increases the chance for it to fire. So, for example, if an army's there 6 months, will that be more likely for the event to fire than an army that's been there a week? Alright, that should be the end of that one. Let's wait for it to actually siege down. There we go. Let's move on to here, because we've got the valuable war goal coming up. I hope we've got enough spell points just to get us through this war, at least. No, not really. I think we've got just enough for one more fire blast, or fire whatever. Some sort of fire. Fire everywhere. And there's some troops of theirs. That's actually her army as well. It's already a vassal's army. Where are her troops? Is she leading armies? She is. Oh, all the way over there. She's attacking the dwarfs, actually, because the dwarfs are still trying to go for independence. So, a little bit preoccupied, I would assume. It's probably where all the mages are as well. So, we actually don't have to worry about the mages for a while, then. Okay, you guys are heading to this province here, hopefully. Because you're heading there. Right, that seems like a good spread. Deal with these, whatever these are, war beasts. Ooh. That was a longer battle than I was hoping. So, an enemy worth facing. Awesome. Yes, this detached priest with 7 martial. She is an enemy worth facing. And now she is dead. good battle. Just need to keep an eye out on some of these troops. They've got a lot of troops just kicking around, so we need to be a little bit careful here. Alright. Let's take out the heart of Athel Loren. I think we are actually going to have to hunt down the Queen's army just for a chance at winning this. No? Oh, there we go. Took a while. Just had to wake up, that's all. 38%. Hey, that is a good war target. Alright, let's move you over. And onto this one. I'm going to challenge some more combat magic. Then get a few more sieges done. And we'll see if we can't hunt down our army. This has been such an incredibly long war. Look at this. I've sieged almost every single province in northern Athel and Lorraine. They've sort of counter-sieged a couple here and there. However, their armies are still trying to siege down the dwarf capital, which they're not doing a very good job of. It almost looks like they're stuck. Anyway, she's leading those troops. We're at 96% war score, and I have approximately 26,000 men ready to move in and attack. Let's do it. Let's make sure that army gets there first, though. It's going to get that on the 9th. Everyone else move in. Let's do it. We should be leading our own troops here as well. Yeah, we are. They've immediately fallen. Holy shit. That's got to be victory. We're done. Whew. Now, there's not much of Athel Loren left. I think you'll agree. They've very much been decimated by our armies. Those are all our vassal armies, by the way, from, like, the Mootland and things. They've very much been decimated here and there. Not a lot left. Let's clean up the top next episode. You know what? We might even be able to get the whole thing done next episode if I do some clever editing. You've seen how the wars go now. You've seen that it is possible to win this and how you would do it. I think we just need to get on with it. We need to finish them. The last free kingdom